Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video, and yes, I'll be tackling one of my favorite subjects today, drawing a severed hand as I tackle Peachtober Day 4. Hello everyone, welcome back. I am working on Peachtober prompt Day 4, which I believe was hand is the prompt, and of course I had to go a spooky route and not only do a severed hand, you know I love chopping things up, but a nice chunky severed hand with bones holding an eyeball, because why not? I actually kind of enjoyed sketching the hand in this pose because I was able to do kind of really fun, curly, chunky fingers and having all those fingernails exposed. I love drawing fingernails and adding the little detail lines where fingers bend and kind of the chunky, fleshy parts of the hand. And I just think drawing hands is such a fun subject matter, which is so funny because I think a lot of people are scared to draw hands. And I think it's because that there's that pressure of, you know, the difference between a good hand and a bad hand, right? Like no matter what, you can look at a drawing of a hand and be like, yeah, that's spot on. That definitely looks like how a hand should look. But if you do something wrong, the perspective, the overlapping, the proportions, it very easily can look super wonky. But I, for one, have embraced, or have at least learned to embrace, a wonky hand. And I think having them a little disproportioned and kind of whimsical and creepy at times, maybe mushed together, whimsy, creepy hands, I think makes them look kind of fun. And I think that's what gives it kind of a unique look. And I don't know, I think also just my illustration style lends itself well to weird looking hands. I don't know. I also just, one of my favorite things to do is line work, which you'll see me do quite a bit of in a moment here. I love doing line work, and I do it with a detail brush, which if you've followed me for a long time, you know that that's like my detail move. I just feel more comfortable with a brush in my hand versus a pen. I do like doing pen work as well, but over the years I've developed, you know, really good hand control and detail and just a confidence with a detail brush over a pen. But when it comes to detailing hands, there's a lot of really beautiful lines that you can kind of be laying down, right? And dragging out lines for a long time, getting the right curvature of a finger, or, you know, getting that little flick of the wrist kind of outward. It's just a really fun, it's just a fun thing to detail, fun thing to draw. So needless to say, I was excited to document this particular prompt. You guys have already seen my day 1 video, and I'm doing the prompts daily. I plan on doing the entire month of Peachtober, and I'm happy to report I am a few days ahead. But I am not going to be documenting video-wise every single prompt that I do, because that's just a little too intense. And every day has been a little bit different. I'm kind of tackling each prompt as I go, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure on myself to do like really in-depth, ginormous illustrations, but I kind of just thought as I do kind of fun ones or different ones, or maybe one that kind of shows something a little bit different, that I would film it for a video for YouTube. I'm pretty sure all of these are going to be going on YouTube. I think what makes this particular illustration a little bit different is that you'll see I'm working in my sketchbook. It's the Strathmore Mixed Media Sketchbook. The soft cover tends to be my favorite. It lays nice and flat versus the hardcover ones, in my opinion. And the paper's great. Love the paper. It's a good sketchbook. It's a way to go. But something you'll notice is that I have this like hazy pink background going on here. And that is because a fun trick, something that I like to do very often when I get a new sketchbook, is you got to break it in a little, right? You know, you put stickers on the cover, you put stickers on the inside cover. Maybe you swatch stuff, right, on the first page or the back page. We all kind of tend to do that. I started doing this new thing this year where maybe I've done it in the past. I think I've done it in the past, actually. But I definitely did it this year to a couple of sketchbooks where I just would open up the sketchbook to random pages and douse it with spray paint, because why not? And getting some coats of spray paint in there just really helped to kind of break up that blank page. Nothing is worse than the pressure of a blank page And I just thought that it'd be kind of fun. And I figured maybe I'll cover over it with paper or art journal on top of it. Although I don't do much art journaling in these soft cover Strathmore sketchbooks. I prefer the hardcover moleskins for that. But I have the option, right? I can cover it up. Or I could draw on top of it. Even if I was just doing messy sketches or something, there's just less pressure than pristine white pages. So I thought that this hand drawing would lend itself well to a spray paint spread, just with the kind of colors peeking through, and knowing that the hand itself was going to be more of just a basic kind of black and white illustration. And you'll see here I'm kind of finishing things up by adding a little bit of white on top. I added some just white gouache just to kind of beef things up, beef the contrast up a little bit, as well as a white Posca to add those highlights to the fingernails. Oh, I love those fingernails. I love drawing fingernails. And then I kind of just came back around with my acrylic ink and detail brush. Again, my favorite mode for applying acrylic ink and doing any kind of line work is this right here, what you are watching. And I think coming around and adding just that little bit of a thicker exterior outline really kind of gave it that finalized look and really helped it pop. But I was pleased with this in the end, how it turned out. So we'll see. I'm carrying on with Peachtober. I'd love to know how you guys are doing with your art challenge for this month. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Don't know which one it will be, but hopefully another fun, interesting one in my future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.